A very good morning. My name is Shubham Shukla. I'm working as an assistant professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, KIET Group of Institutions, Ghaziabad. I'm also working as a research scholar, and my area of research is artificial intelligence and robotics. So today we are going to discuss about a very peculiar as well as a very interesting topic, which is known as an introduction of a genetic algorithm. So genetic algorithm is a very important algorithm being rigorously used in the field of machine learning as well as in soft computing. Genetic algorithm belongs to evolutionary algorithm and can be defined as adaptive heuristic search algorithm, evolutionary algorithm, and genetic and natural algorithm. So the reason behind why it is known as adaptive heuristic search algorithm is because it adapts itself according to the peculiar situation or the data sets being provided to this algorithm. Genetic algorithm is basically an evolutionary algorithm, and it is also called as the natural algorithm. Now the genetic algorithm is used to generate following parameters. First, it is used to generate a high quality solution for the optimized problem. A high quality solution for the optimized problem. Now, the optimized problem should be of anything, whether we can take the optimized problem of searching, we can take the optimized problem of path planning, and we can take the optimization problem of anything. Second, the genetic algorithm is used to generate population and individual. Now, what is population and what is individual? These are the very interesting facts to know about. And in my next slide, I will discuss about these parameters in detail. Then it is used to generate genetic operators, encoding, selection, and mutation. Let's see. So before going into the operators, let us have a brief explanation about adaptive heuristic search algorithm. Adaptive heuristic search algorithm is the type of algorithm which actually adapts the peculiar changes when it happens while the algorithm is running. Or we can say that during the process or during the due course of algorithm, whenever the peculiar data set or some strange data set when being provided to this algorithm, then the genetic algorithm simply adapts that change. And that is why it is known as adaptive heuristic search algorithms. There are some mathematical formulations, there are some mathematical tools with which we apply this genetic algorithm and make it into a reality. Genetics and natural selection. Now, there are two factors. First is genetics and second is natural selection. The algorithm based on two principles. First is genetic and second is natural selection. Now for genetics part, there are few things which we really need to know about genetics. First is gene. What do you mean by gene? Second is phenotypes. Third is genotypes. Fourth is chromosomes. And the final one is fitness score. And what do we know about the survival of the fittest? Charles Darwin has given a theory, and that theory says survival of the fittest. So that theory is actually based on the process of natural selection. It means the one who will survive at the end will be the one who will remain fit at the end. It means that if I'm taking several amount of data sets in front of me, and in the cumulative data set, I need to predict that which data set is going to survive at the end, or which data set is going to retain its value till the end. So in that case, genetic algorithm is used. There are some mathematical formulations with the help of which we can make this theory feasible in our algorithm. Mechanism of genetic algorithm. So the very crux of the genetic algorithm is to provide the best solution. The genetic algorithm is used to provide the best solution in order to get the best result. So we ultimately use genetic algorithm in the problems of path planning, in the problems of searching. And mostly the genetic algorithms are used in bioengineering, because in most of the cases genetic algorithms are used in segregating the structure of the cells. The genetic algorithms is being used in finding the actual behavior as well as the nature of the cancerous cells. So in this way, these type of algorithms are being turning to be a very fruitful tool for the field of medication. Now, population and individual. These are the two different words, but the meaning is very simple. What is individual? Individual here is considered as the possible solution of a given problem. Suppose you are provided with a single problem, and for a single problem, ultimately or by default, you will have multiple solutions. So amongst all those multiple solutions, you have one specific or possible solution which can specifically solve that problem. So that specific or the possible solution of a problem is known as individual. I repeat it again. Suppose I'm having a problem, right? And for that problem, I'm having a lot of solutions. But amongst all those solutions, I shall be having a specific solution which will be going to turn out to be fruitful in solving my problem. So if we make a collection of lots of individuals, then it will be considered as population. And such a population of individual is maintained in the search space. I think I have already discussed about search space in my previous class when I have given the lectures on hypothesis space and inductive bias. Now we will discuss about operators of genetic algorithms. Operators are perhaps the pillars of genetic algorithm. Now, there are certain pillars of genetic algorithms which actually defines that how the genetic algorithm works. First is selection. Second is crossover. third is mutation, and fourth is encoding. Selection means that the individual which is the fittest needs to get selected for the meeting process. It means I have already explained you about individual. Individual means that the best possible solution for a given problem. So when we apply genetic algorithm, then with the help of its first operator, what does it do? It actually select the fittest individual and trigger the meeting process. Second operator is crossover. It means that there should be the reproduction of an individual in order to generate the new offspring. It is the very fundamental behavior of this genetic algorithm that it reproduces the individual in order to generate the new offspring. And it is the biological tendency also. Third aspect of genetic algorithm is mutation. It means that few genes needs to get altered. So let me tell you about mutation in very brief and precisely by depicting a very classical example in front of you. You all must be knowing about the special and the highly mutated virus these days. The name is COVID-19. Why this virus is so threatening? It's creating a huge ruckus. Why? So when we talk biologically, then few people says that it is the mutated version of the normal flu virus. Then what do you actually mean by mutated version? It means that there are some extra features or some extra behavior which is being inculcated into this virus, and that extra features actually becomes the part of this virus. Perhaps in short, this virus has developed some extra ability, and about that ability or behavior we don't know, and that is why we are facing difficulty in making out the vaccine of this specific mutated virus. So in short, mutation means when there is some sort of alteration being done into any specific data set or any genes, then the cumulative result is known as mutation. Last, encoding. It is used in the initial population. So this is all about the genetic algorithm. We will discuss in brief about all the factors being present in the genetic algorithm. We will discuss about the flowchart and about different parameters and mathematical modeling of a genetic algorithm in our next class. So for now, thank you.